guys, what's up? How are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a hair tutorial on how I've been styling my hair recently, like how I've been doing these waves. If you guys missed my hair vlog, I took you guys along with me to get my hair cut, and I've been trying to kind of copy the way my hairstylist Alice Brown did the curls. I feel like I finally got the hang of it, and they're turning out as similar to hers as they will be for right now. I'm still in like a little bit of an experimental phase with products and tools, but for the most part I feel like I've gotten the hang of it, and I wanted to do a tutorial on it for you guys because so many of you have been asking, and yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. So if you have any questions regarding the tutorial throughout the video, just feel free to leave them down below. Before we get into it though, please make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel so you can stay updated whenever I upload new videos, and come follow me on Instagram as well, because Instagram is where you guys will always find me when I'm not on my channel. And one more thing I did want to say to you guys, if any of you guys have this hair length, what are some styling products that you would recommend to me, because I am taking all the options right now. I want to try lots of new things, so tell me what I need to check out because I definitely will. Alright, so this is my hair unstyled, clearly. I washed it today and just let it air dry. Now, when my hair was still wet from the shower, what I did was I used some of the wave spray. Now, I use this as a prep step, and you just spray it in throughout damp hair. My hair naturally, I mean, you guys have seen my hair naturally, it's pretty straight. Like, it's not fully straight, but it's got some movement to it. It's got a little bit of frizz to it too. The wave spray does kind of help the hair look a little bit more wavy naturally, but I really think it shines when you pair it with some heat tools, just because it really gives the hair a little bit more memory. It makes the wave look a little bit more plump and just a little bit more voluptuous. It really does accentuate a wavy style and just give the hair just a little something. So it's really great when you're doing wavy or curly styles. And then I also did a couple pumps of my Bumble and Bumble Save the Day repair oil. This stuff is really nice, and it just is like a good treatment for the hair that I try to use every single time I wash my hair. So these are the only two things I have in my hair right now. This one's particularly gonna really help with the style. This one is just for the health of the hair. My hair is fully dry now. It's been a few hours, so I don't have to worry about there being any wetness. And well, actually, you know what? First thing I like to do is just brush through all the hair. I'm using a Mason Pearson. It's my little mini pocket one. It's so cute and tiny. Now, when Alex was doing my hair, she used both a flat iron and a curling iron. So that's what we've got. I have just my GHD flat iron, and then this is my T3 curling iron, and I have found that the trick with the curling iron, the number one thing you want to make sure is that the clamp goes all the way to the top of the barrel. I was trying to do this style with a curling iron that the clamp only went about halfway up the barrel, and it just doesn't give the same effect. So for myself personally, I feel like the clamp really helps me style the hair for this type of look. Okay, so the thing Alex taught me was, because my hair is a little bit more on the thicker side and I did choose to have these more blunt edges, the bottom layer of hair is flat ironed, kind of inward, so that there's still movement and it's not stick straight. But basically she was telling me that because my hair is thicker and I chose to have those blunt edges, if I curl this bottom layer too much, then it's just gonna create the style in a more widened out look, and it's not gonna look as sleek or as uniform. So when you're dealing with this length of hair, I think it's nice to just kind of like flat iron that bottom layer, and then you can always go back in and add a little bit of wave to make things look as uniform as possible. So then I'm just letting down the next section of hair. So I like working in sections of hair about an inch wide. I don't like working in sections that are too big, because then I feel like you lose the pieciness of the style if you try to style too much hair at once. So you start the clamp all the way at the top, and you want to get this upper part of the hair heated up, because you're going to be wanting that curled, whereas usually I would start lower. And then you're going to slowly release the iron and you pull down. So you're kind of creating a tube in the hair but you're not curling the end, you're leaving the end flat. That's kind of still the goal, is to keep the length. And then you can kind of brush it out. Taking another section. Just give it a couple seconds to heat up there. And then you pull down without letting go. So you keep the hair clamped and then you release, and you should get like a tube of a curl. And I just like to let it cool like that, and then I'll break them all up at the end. I do it about twice. That's what works with this length. If your hair is longer, you can probably wrap it around 3 or 4 times. A really big tip, if you are having a hard time with this whole release and then pull thing, hold your iron from the top too, and you can see that it's a little bit easier to kind of guide the iron as you pull it down. You're basically left with all these little squigglies, and you want to let this hair cool in this shape so that you can break it up at the end, but let them have a little bit of time to kind of cool in place. And for this last section, I feel like it's even more crucial that you keep the iron vertical rather than horizontal, because this is where you want the texture of the curls to show the most. This is where you don't want it to be too uniform and piecey. Even though all the curls are going in the same direction, they won't form one giant curl if you keep the iron more on the vertical side. So like this versus like this. So you want to keep it straight up and down. Oh wow, this one turned out bad. Then let it go, and always remember to keep the ends of the hair out. So you're gonna be left with something like this. That's because of that wave spray. I'm telling you, this is what really helps it hold and just gives the hair some memory so that it's able to cool down like this and stay intact. But don't touch it, don't break them out. Wait till it cools off completely. So I'm gonna start working on the other side, just repeating the same process. So this side is actually pretty cooled. So I'm just gonna break it up with my fingers, and see, they all have a little bit of a different look even though they're all in the same direction. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Just breaking it up slightly. Oh my god, I love it. The wave spray, I'm telling you, is really the game changer in my opinion. Like, that's what really makes this style a little bit easier. So now I'm gonna take the flat iron, and basically Alex was telling me you can just kind of flat iron wherever you feel like the hair is a little bit too curly. I don't like there to be too much curl by the root, so I will always kind of just like hit those spots really quick and just kind of make this a little bit more sleek up top. Just like so. And then I always hit the ends of the hair, because that's where you want it to be a little bit more straightened out and not puffy. And again, you don't want the style to be wide on the ends. Like, you don't want there to be a lot of stuff going on at the bottom. All right, so now we're gonna hit the hair with some texturizer. I'm using the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. This stuff is amazing. Texturizer for this style is really, again, what makes it come to life and just kind of gives it that effortless, piecey, texturized look. And it also gives the hair a little bit of grit. So I hit the top because Alex put it in my root. I used to never put texturizer in my root, and then she did it, and I was like, okay. You get these like side pieces just so you can get a little bit of wiskiness in there. And then you're gonna do one all over. Just like that. And it's just a lot of finger styling from now. So you're just gonna kind of piece it. I still love to take a little bit in these front pieces. Just take a little bit extra in the 2 pieces that frame your face, and just run them in between your fingers like this. And that's how you'll get that like really just like bohemian sunchild, like you'll just really get that wispy fluttery look around the face. Like after you put the texturizer in, the hair just lays down so much more relaxed. It doesn't look quite as structured. And then this is optional, but I always like to hit the hair with a little bit of shine spray. One of my favorites is from Kenra. I should also let you guys know the reason I love this Kenra shine spray so much is because it comes in this can, so it like sprays onto the hair, and it's such a lightweight oil. If I were to go in with like one of my oils that I dispense with a pump, I feel like those are a little bit too heavy to use after a style, especially when I'm not trying to have the hair look super, you know, straight and sleek. I still want the style to be sleek and not frizzy, but that's when I would go in with something a little bit heavier. When I'm doing something like this where it's a little bit more effortless and like lightweight looking, I want to use a lightweight oil. So I use the Kenra one, and I just do like an all over light mist. Bring some shine back into the hair because the Oribe will give it a slightly mattified finish. But nothing like, no, it's not a bad matte finish. It's just like a slightly more matte finish. So this is the finished style. And in terms of the actual style itself, I feel like I switch up products that I'm using day to day because I'm always like, I don't know, I'm just like still trying to get the hang of styling this hair, especially because for the past 6 years I've had long hair. So styling this medium short length hair has been a little bit of a learning curve. Like I'm still experimenting with new products and like new ways to use my hair tools. I don't know. I'm still, you know, trying stuff out and just trying to get the hang of this hair. I love it though, and I do plan on keeping my hair short for a while. So lots of short hair tutorials coming up in the future. But in terms of this specific style, even though I will switch up the products on a day-to-day basis, the one thing that's always a constant is the texturizing spray. I think that this really makes a huge difference and just kind of gives the hair a little bit more of a wispiness to it. And then the wave spray. I know it looks like I haven't used this one, but that's because this is the first time I've actually purchased a full-size bottle of this. Prior to this, I had gone through like 3 of the little travel size bottles. So I do genuinely really love the wave spray. It just looks like I haven't used a lot because this is a new bottle, but I do think that the texturizer and the wave spray are the things that really make the hair look this way. So those are the 2 things I would recommend the most to you guys. I will have product links and information in the description box down below for you guys, and I will have the flat iron and the curling iron in the description box as well because I know that's helpful. So everything you guys want to know regarding this tutorial will be in the description box, as well as all of the makeup and products that I'm wearing in this video, because I know you guys are always curious when it's not a tutorial. So I will list and link all of those for you guys as well. And then also, if you guys are curious about a blowout tutorial using the Dyson, I didn't get as many responses as I was expecting about it. So if you guys do want that Dyson blowout tutorial, please leave a comment down below, let me know, because I only want to do it if you're going to think it's helpful. So other than that, guys, I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you can stay updated whenever I upload new videos, and come follow me on Instagram while you're at it, because that's where you'll find me when I'm not on my channel. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one, guys. Bye!